Hello, Insight. We are so excited.
Hey, Galaxy. Good to see you guys.
All right, guys. And I want to make a quick shout out to all the folks that buy you Party Sales. As you all know, we're missing right now Carla. Her mom passed away this weekend, as all of you know, and we want to hold her up in our prayers. She is where she needs to be right now with her family. So we're going to take good care of you today. We're going to share lots of great things with you. And we're all going to get super excited about having a record breaker month. How about that? Yay! All right, guys. So are you ready to get your plan together? I want you to get a piece of paper. I want to get a pen, get ready to take some notes, because we are going to cover a lot of stuff in this next little bit. And you are going to be so excited that you are here watching with us. In fact, right now in the comments, go ahead and tell us who you are and where you're from. Who are you with? What team? What team are you on? You're with Hooray. You're with Excite. You're with High Wattage. You're with Galaxy. You're with Bayou Party Sales. We all want to know that you're here, because together we are better, and we are going for big things during this next. Actually, we're going to talk about the rest of the year, because the rest of the year is going to be the best of the year, and it all starts right now, right here, today. So, are you ready to get started? I'm ready to get started. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to get this thing over here. There we go. All right. And I'm going to just remove a few of my friends here, not because I don't love them, but taking them off. There we go. Okay. Did we take? Brooke and I keep clicking the same people. Okay, guys. So we're going to talk about Record Breaker and what Record Breaker can do for you. But the real thing about Record Breaker is that, you ask yourself, why do we have Record Breaker? In fact, right now in the comments, guys, tell me, why do we have Record Breaker? What is it all about? Why would we take the time to do this training for you about a month that we call Record Breaker? Okay, I'm looking and seeing what you're saying. Those are some good ideas, some reasons that you're putting on there. All right, well, the reason we do Record Breaker, guys, is to prove to ourselves how good we are. To prove to ourselves that we can do more than we've ever thought we could do. And to set ourselves up for success for the rest of the year, and then all the way into 2025, because we're gonna thrive in 2025, and it all starts right now today. And so we do a Record Breaker for those reasons, to kind of let us regain our confidence in ourselves and what we're capable of, but also what's coming up the rest of the year. What is going to be happening in October, November, December in our lives? Well, it's fall, y'all. And in fall, we have a lot of things going on, and we have Halloween coming up. And so, if you're like did you know that Halloween is like the #2 holiday that's celebrated in the country, and that people spend more money on Halloween with costumes and candy and parties and decorations. And the thing is, that costs money. And so we need money coming in so that we can be able to do those things. And then that Thanksgiving comes in November. And once again, there's food we got to buy, and there's travel we're going to be doing. And then we get into December and we have the holidays. And so all of these things, along with our everyday bills that we have to pay, the everyday things that we have to spend our money on, it means we need that extra stream of income. For some of us, Tupperware is our main stream of income. For some of us, it's a nice little side job, a side hustle that gives us the money for the extras, the kids' sports costs, the dance classes, the travel. My granddaughter is in 8th grade this year, and she's already, she's on the cheer team, and she plays softball, and she's in the arts, society, and she's already had, expenses with softball, expenses with cheer team. She was picked for the competition team, which means more travel. And then her art, she's in the fine arts program. So they have a trip coming up to Disney. And then she also has her 8th grade trip to DC, and all of these cost money. And so this is what we live with today with our kids, right? They all have things going on. So, that extra $1,000 a month can come in really handy when these kind of things come up. So let's talk about the money that we can make. And Brooke, if you don't mind helping me out and just going ahead and changing that slide to the next slide. I want to talk to you guys about the power of the party. The party is really and truly the core of our business. And whether you party in person, whether you party in group events, bingos and cooking classes, make and takes, whether you're partying on social media, doing Zoom parties, doing Facebook parties, doing messenger chat parties, it doesn't matter. The key is that when you party, you maximize the money that you can make. It's the secret sauce in our business to being able to make more, to get those parties where you're going to have 3, 4, 10, 15 people in front of you at one time, where you can show them our products and show them how the product makes a difference for them. These are the keys to what will grow your business. So I want you to think about between now and Christmas, how much time do you have? All right. So if you got your calendar out right now and you counted from today until, let's just go to December 15th. That's the week before, like the week before Christmas. You just look at that and you say, what could I do during this time that could make a difference? And, if you were to just hold one party a week, okay, I want you just to think about, could I, if I really put my mind to it, date and hold one party? I'm not asking you to do one every day. I'm not asking you to do, 3 or 4 in a week. I'm asking you to do one party a week. Now you can do more than that, and that is great. Okay. But I want you just to get an idea of the money you could make simply by working your part-time business one time a week, one party a week, and taking about 5 hours of your time, with the time that you'd spend maybe doing some pre-posting or post-coaching, the time that you take actually doing the party itself, the time that you would take talking to the customers if you're doing all of this virtual. And if you're doing an in-person, actually everything kind of happens right at the party. So really you can do a party in an hour at the party itself, and you could so in 5 hours, everybody can do one party a week. Okay. So let's look at what that looks like. And we'll go ahead into the next slide there, because I want you to write your own paycheck. And so based on what I'm going to show you, get your piece of paper, get your pen, get ready to write, because this is how you're going to figure out how much money is going to be in your paycheck over the next few weeks. And I'm just talking about those of you who are holding parties. I'm not talking about building a team. I'm not talking about taking that step to the next level in the business, because guys, when you do that, you're going to increase even more. I'm just talking about the thing you're in control of right now, this minute, which is putting parties into your book. All right. So between now and Christmas, there are going to be 14 weeks. Okay. 14 weeks. Okay. So I want you to look at that, get your calendar out, look at it from today till December 15th. There are 14 weeks. If you were to hold one party a week at $500 in sales. Now I'm saying 500 because that's the average. You might have one party one week that's $200, but you might have a party the next week that's $700. You might have a party during Record Breaker that's $1,000, because in just a few minutes, April's going to tell you how you're going to have $1,000 parties. You might have a party that's $400. You might have a party that's $500. You might have a party that's $600. The reality is it's going to be all over the place. Some of them might even come in like less than $100. But you know what? You don't stop. You just keep going, because law of averages says it's going to add up to be about 500 a week if you do the things you need to do to build a successful business. One party a week at $500 in sales, that's going to give you $125 profit for each party that you hold. There's 14 weeks. You do one party a week. That's 14 parties. 14 parties, and with $125 profit is $1,750. Write that down, guys. $1,750. And ask yourself, how would $1,750 help you? What's it going to help you pay off? What's it going to help you afford to do? What gifts is it going to allow you to buy for your children, for your family this holiday season? But here's the great thing about it. That's not all there is to it, because you add our personal sales volume, which is Once you get to $1,500 in sales in a month, and if you held one party a week at $500, that's $2,000 in sales. When you do that, you will have qualified for a personal volume bonus. Now at $1,500, that's a $50 bonus. But for every $500, that's another $50. So if you sold $2,000 in a month, you just gave yourself a $100 raise. Now guys, think about that. You made $500 on your parties, holding one party a week. But at the end of the month, you gave yourself a raise of $100. Guys, that is a 20% raise. Now, if you work for somebody else, do you think anybody's going to come in and tell you, well, thanks so much for showing up and working every week this month. We're going to give you a 20% raise this month on what you've earned? No. But we do in Tupperware, and you are in control of that because you write your own paycheck. So you add that volume bonus between now and the end of the year. And I figured in there, okay, well, we've got a half a month and a half a month, or a little over a half a month in two of those. You got 2 full months. You're going to be able to maximize this and earn over $2,000 in your pocket with those bonuses. Now, this is huge just by holding one party a week. But do you know what can happen if you thought just a little bit bigger? If you decided, I'm not limiting myself to one party a week, I'm going to take it to 2 parties a week because I want a debt-free holiday. I want a holiday this year where I can do whatever I want. I can buy the gifts that I want. I can cook the food that I want. I can decorate my house the way I want. I can take my family on a trip for Christmas this year. You are in control of writing your own paycheck. And if you held 2 parties a week at $500 in sales, you're going to earn $250 profit per week. Guys, think about that. $250 profit per week. Now, there's 14 weeks. You hold those 2 parties every single week for 14 weeks. You will have made $3,500 profit from those average parties. And here's the thing that's really interesting. The more parties you hold, the more money that you make. And that's what's really exciting in our business, because what's going to happen is that you are going to you're going to see bigger parties happening. See, when we're first getting started, sometimes our party planning skills, host coaching skills aren't as strong. We're not as confident. We don't know our products as well. So we might not be able to tell everybody the most important things they need to know about buying our products, why it helps them, finding their pain points, and helping them see how Tupperware is a solution. But what happens is the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more education you have, the more knowledge you have, the more confident you are about what you have to show. And so your party average is going to grow. So this is if you just did these $500 parties, you're going to have made $3,500 on your parties. But wait, there's more. Because see, our personal sales volume that I told you, it started at $1,500. You make $50 for every $500 in sales. When you get to $4,000 in a month, that doubles. That's right. It actually goes to a 10% bonus. So at $4,000 in sales in a month, you're going to get not 100, not 200, not 300, but you're going to get a $400 bonus. $400 bonus, guys, is huge. And when you add that $400 bonus to the next 14 weeks, maybe earning the $50 bonus on each 100 for one of the months or 2 of the months, but on 2 full months where you have 4 and 5 weeks to be able to do this, you're going to end up at the end of this year with $5,000 profit. Think about that. What would you do with $5,000 between now and the end of the year? It is up to you. So right now in the comments, guys, I want you to tell me, what kind of paycheck are you going to write? Are you going to write yourself a $50 paycheck for the rest of the year? Are you going to write yourself a $500 paycheck for the rest of the year? Are you going to write yourself that $2,000 paycheck or even that $5,000 paycheck before the end of the year? Because the first thing you have to do is tell yourself, yes, you can. And yes, I will. And then you're going to take the things that we're going to share with you right now, and you're going to put these to work, and you are going to use these to grow your business for the rest of the year. So I'm going to bring a friend on. Hello, Miss April. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you? Marsha, I was just writing the whole time you were talking. And I don't know if everybody's like me, but you know how like you put a trip in the GPS and it says, you can do this in this amount of time. And I always think I can beat that. So when you were showing me the money, I'm like, I think I can do even better than that. I can beat that.
I like that way of thinking. I like that way of thinking. And that's what I love about our business is that we don't have to wait for somebody else to tell us how much we can make. It is up to us. I worked for state government before I got into Tupperware. We went 3.5 years without getting a raise. And then they gave us a 1.5% raise.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't even worth showing up for. But now today, every time you need a little something extra, all you got to do is poof, a party. I remember Eleanor Gangler used to always go that poof, a party, anytime you need something. And the key is that if you break things down, looking at what do I need to make? How many parties is it going to take? What can I do to get those parties? You are in control and you can write your own paycheck. So guys, I want you to think bigger than you've ever thought before, because you're going to start with Record Breaker, and Record Breaker could be more than 2 parties a week. It could be 4, 5, 6. Every party you do could be $1,000 party. April is going to tell you a little bit about how you can do this right now too. I'm going to add this.
Okay, so let's talk about how to build that $1,000 party. So October's double host credits. It's Record Breaker month. We're looking to break our records, and y'all, I have always just focused on that $1,000 party. And like Marsha said, will everybody get there? No. But how do you walk a mile? One step at a time, right? Right? I see your comments. One step at a time. How do you eat a sandwich? One bite at a time. One bite at a time. So that's how we're going to build a $1,000 party. There's one thing that I want to mention to you that is so super important about running your own business is that you are in control of your own business. And Marsha talked about this. You're in control of your business. You're in control of writing your own paycheck. But with that responsibility means you can ramp your business up or you can run your business down. So one thing that is super, super important is to project, even if right now your date book is empty, you project that you are busy. Because if somebody drives by a store every day and there's not a car there and they're like, nobody's ever there, nobody's ever there, people start to talk, what's going on there? Nobody's ever there. If you're on Facebook saying, can you please order from me? I just haven't been able to get any orders. If I could just sell one of these today, it'd be my first order in 3 months. Can you please help me? No, I don't care if I hadn't had an order in 5 years. I'm the busiest person, and I've always said, fake it till you make it. And so your date book may be empty, but you want to give the appearance that you are busy and they want to get in your schedule as soon as they can. So our business doesn't have a cap at all. It doesn't have a cap. Okay, so double host credit. You don't have a cap, so you can have several hosts that are working on these $1,000 parties. So let's talk about how to get there. So our first level, we talked about this, October hosts, our rewards are amazing. We have double host credits. We have retro, y'all. I didn't say that. We have retro colors. We have retro products. And we have double host credits. So this is a picture of what you're going to be able to earn and what your hosts are going to be able to earn. And let's break it down one bite at a time. Okay. So first, they're going to be able to get, just for dating a party with you, our dating gift, which is the green Cervalier bowl. Retro color, retro product. It gives them all the feels. And this is just for saying yes. And this does ship out when the party closes. All right. That's just for saying yes. Next, what's your next bite? We're going to get to the $200 level. So how do you get to the $200 level? One thing that I want to talk to you about with your host coaching is I normally do a 5-day party if I'm doing it virtual, and I do a focus each day. It's a lot easier to do if you're focusing on one thing each day. You're going to have your regular party post, but your big focus is going to be on one thing each day. So on my day one, my focus is going to be popcorn. And at $200, they're going to get to choose one of these gifts. So that's where you're getting them. It's just that next step. And you're going to want to sell 4 of the popcorn sets. And that's going to get you and them, to the $200 level. So when you do $200, you're going to make $50. So today, if my focus is popcorn, could I go live and pop some popcorn and take my spice shakers and season them? And could I have my ranch and my butter and my seasoning salt and my cheese salt? Could I have that there and go live and just pop my popcorn to make $50 to do it for 5 minutes in my kitchen? Absolutely, I could. Okay, and then at the bottom in little bitty teeny tiny pictures, because we don't know if those are going to be there. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about, and that's why they're so tiny, that's my reminder. Whether they're there, whether they're not, this is my reminder to tell you, you're going to talk about what you sell the most, but when you're talking about one thing, you're going to sell other things as well. So right now we have the popcorn buckets. We have the popcorn. We got somebody coming on. I think we got Marcia. Okay, there we go. Right now we have the popcorn buckets. We have the popcorn tumblers. Those are little things that you could add in if those are still available in our online only specials. But they're so tiny because what if they're not? This is your reminder. You're going to sell more than just what you're talking about, your focus for that day. Now, what's your next level? It's the $350 level. Okay, it's only $150. Our focus is eating healthier on day 2. It's eating healthier. So at the $350 level with 2 datings, they're going to be able to get our stacking snack set. Oh my goodness, retro colors, retro feel, all the things. And we're going to sell 4 of these sensational salad sets on day 2. We're going to talk about making our own dressings and not having preservatives in there. We're going to talk about taking our lunch and saving money there. Okay, so your $150 is your focus for this day. Could you go live for what you're going to make there? Let's see. It's going to take me 5 minutes. Could I maybe, and I'm not saying you got to go live every day, but this is my thought, and this is how I do. Do I really want to go live? No. Do I want to put on makeup? No. But could I go live for 3 minutes and make up my dressing and show them and talk about this set? Because I'm posting about it all day. And then if I sold $150, I'll make $37.50. Could I do that? Sure, I could do that. So there you go. That's your $350. You're going to sell 4 of the sensational salad sets. That's our eating healthier day. We're snacking the first day. We're eating healthier. Next level is $500. And at the $500 level, I just wanted you to see this. Yo, this is unbelievable. The fact that Tupperware is giving our hosts and hostesses a option to get these incredible sets for just $75 in host credits blows me away. Our set on the right, the stacking canisters, the retro canisters, the decorator canisters, they are opaque. You can see through them. They're not completely clear, but you can see through them. You can see how much you have. This is a game changer. Everybody's going to want this set. Everybody's going to want to party for this set. And as long as you're positive in that you can help them reach this level, it's no problem. I'm going to have a product feature of the day. I'm going to do the work for you. You invite your guests, and I'm going to help you earn that. And look at the retro set on the left. The colors, it's even got the little medallions on it. I have had people begging me for this for 11 years. I know that's as long as I've been in Tupperware. So I'm telling you, this is going to be something that you're really going to be able to do. So how do you get there? One bite at a time. So our next slide shows us that with $150 more, we're going to focus on day 3. Is back one slide. Day 3, we're going to focus on the kids sets, and we're going to sell 5 of either one of these. And I want you to notice that, okay, so we're focusing on the kiddos on day 3. I want you to notice the set on the right has the retro coffee cups like way back, throwback. Marsha can tell you how old those are. But when I saw them, I thought, oh my God, everybody's going to buy them. So you sell 5 of either one of these sets. There's your 500. Next level, 750. Only $250 to go. So how do you get there? Well, that's my day that I'm going to focus on saving time. And I'm going to show them how to do a stack cook meal in the stack cooker, or I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to tell them, you can cook this whole meal in 25 minutes. And in that 25 minutes, you can help with the homework. You can give your kids a bath. Or you can put more clothes in the laundry and hang up the clothes that are in the laundry. Those are all things we have to do. And you cannot, you have so many hours in a day. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. That's not something that we can create more of, but we can show them how to get the most out of that time. Instead of standing in the kitchen for 30 minutes over a stove, stirring, pop it in the microwave and go and come back. Your 3-course meal is done. When you get this, they're going to get the choice of choosing one of our exclusive cast iron pieces, and these do have a copay. They can choose to take these or not. And then where are you? You're at the $750 level. So next, it's only $250 more. So what are you going to do? Day 5, you're going to focus on baking, and you're going to sell 2 of our mixing bowl sets. You're going to break this down. This is just $44.50 a set. And you're going to talk about sharing with their friends. You're going to talk about it's time for Christmas. You're going to talk about get one for you, get one for Christmas gifts. And while you're talking about baking, you're mixing up those cookies. You're going to post about cookies. You're going to post about baking. You're going to post about mixing. You're going to post about spilling because your bowl's not that great. We got the great bowls. And you're going to also talk about when you're baking and things stick and ruining things, but you'll never ruin anything with our silicone wonder mat. And you're going to sell 3 of those. So that is your $1,000 party. Keep it positive. You can have more than one host. My goal is to have at least 3 every week. And with that, I mean, they're not going to all go to 1,000, but just think if 2 go to 500 and 1 goes to 1,000, then that's 4 of those $500 parties that Marsha talked about that I just did in 1 week, because we can beat that. So you can do it. Tell me how many parties you're going to have in the comments. What is your goal? How many $1,000 parties are you shooting for?
Oh my gosh, that was so incredible, April. I was like, I'm like you. I was taking notes over here.
It's easy. One behind a time.
What I love when you said you can ramp up or run down, and it's so true. It's like we just got to take the old fashioned clock. You had to wind it up. We just got to wind ourselves up and get going and get busy and make things happen. And, once again, when you talked about the stack cooker, I think that is, to me, that's one of our most undersold products. We don't talk about it as much as we should, other than people like to talk about making a cake in it. But guys, that's a game changer. Like April said, we're here to help solve people's pain points. People, what am I going to do for dinner tonight? Remember that Calgon take me away? Life is so stressful, kind of things. This is it. We can show people how to cook a hot home cooked meal in less than 30 minutes. I like to call that Rachel Ray, the Tupperware way. So guys, you could make that could be your whole thing for October. Rachel Ray, the Tupperware way. Every week you go live, you're talking about a recipe that you're cooking for dinner tonight, put it together and let people see it. And you're going to sell so many stack cookers. And you know what? If you're selling all those stack cookers, all you got to do is sell 3 a week, and you've blown it out of the water.
There's something else that I want to tell you that I didn't say that many people don't know. When I first came into Tupperware, I came in because of the stack cooker, because I'm busy and I need more time. And in my first 5 years in Tupperware, I sold more stack cookers than I sold salt and pepper shakers.
No way.
You know why? Because I talked about it every day, everywhere, all the time. I believed in it. I was excited about it. I loved it. And you're going to sell what you talk about. And Marsha, you just hit the nail on the head. We can't make any more time. We can give people this gift of 3-course meal, Rachel Ray, the Tupperware way, and give them their time back. And
That's
it's on
right.
sale for $99 in October.
I know. I think here's a great little challenge for everybody watching. All right, if you have a stack cooker, and I don't care what color it is, because guys, I got 5 different colors in my kitchen, and I have 5 of them. But I want every one of you to make something in your stack cooker, take a picture of it, and share it on the page. Okay, share it on your company page. And if you don't have a stack cooker, pick a recipe. Go and look up all the different recipes that they are. Every one of our groups has got lots and lots of recipes in the files that you can go and try. Pick a recipe that you want to make when you get your stack cooker and post that in there. And we're going to be watching. And you know what? I'm going to give away something. I don't know what it is yet, but for everybody who comments, you're going to go in a drawing to win a prize from me because you took the time to learn about your stack cooker, to use your stack cooker, to talk about it. Can we do that?
Yes, we can do that.
Yay. All right. Well, we're going to keep on going here, guys, because we got so much stuff to talk to you about. So right now, one of the things that April was talking to you about is this bonus at the $750 level. And, I think all of our products are fabulous and they all deserve to be demonstrated. But this is because it's new, a lot of people are not aware of it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about it. I do not have the Coquette yet, the bigger one with the cover like a Dutch oven. I did qualify for mine and it is ordered and on the way in. But as many of you, we earned the skillet back in the spring, and then had another chance back in the fall. In the fall, we earned it. And then we had another chance in the spring to earn it. So a lot of you have this. And if you have this, I hope you are using it. And if you don't have one yet, guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it because cast iron is the #1 selling cookware across the globe in the market, not just Tupperware. I'm just saying, from cookware standpoints, cast iron is the #1 best-selling cookware out there. But here's the thing about the cookware that Tupperware has come out with, our cast iron skillets and cast iron cookware. They do more than any of the other cast irons that are out there. I'm going to tell you a few of the features. I like to say the features are the things of what it does. The advantages are what, the features are what it is. The advantages are what it does. And the benefits is how it makes your life easier. All right, so I'm going to tell you a few fab points. I'm going to show you something that I made in it. All right, so first off, one of the things about this one that's really unique is that it is actually made for every type of cooktop. That's right, every type. Your regular coil, your ceramic top and glass tops, your gas cooktops, and induction cooktops. So, classic cast iron doesn't work on an induction cooktop. It's special electromagnetic base. This has it. This will work on your induction cooktops. Cast iron also is great because you can use it on the stovetop and you can use it in the oven. It also ours has a coating on the inside so that it's a glaze basically, so that it doesn't stick at like just regular cast iron, and it doesn't have to be seasoned. Now, some of you who have it, I know I've had a couple people say to me, well, mine sticks. All right. And there's probably a couple of things you can do that will make that happen. And there's a few things you can do that will prevent that from happening. So first things first, when you treat this properly, you can cook just about anything in it and it will do great and it'll be easy to clean up. As I said, it does have this special coating, so you don't have to season it the way you would normally season a traditional cast iron. But what's neat about this is that this one already has this coating built into it, so you don't have to season it. You can cook in this without oil, but when I use it for a lot of the things that I do, I just take my silicone brush, the one that's on sale right now, and I just brush it with some oil so that it has a little coating. When I make my cornbread, I love to make cornbread, skillet cornbread in this pan. I'll just brush it with some oil. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of extra oil and stick it on my cooktop and just warm it, not burn it up, just warm it up so it starts to get a little bit warm to the touch on the side. I pour my cornbread mix into it and then stick it right into the oven. Why do I do that? because when it gets a little warm with that oil and you pour your cornbread in there, you can pour any kind of skillet bread or coffee cake into it. It creates a crust around the outside. And so you get that nice crunch on the outside as well as the softness on the inside. If you're not fond of the crunch on the outside, then you grease it, don't preheat it, pour it in there, stick it in the oven, and let it cook. Remember, it is cast iron all the way. That means you've always got to use your hot pads to pick it up, move it from the oven to the top, kitchen and whatever. Also, when you're cooking on it on the stovetop, make sure that you put it on an eye that fits it the right size. So you don't really need to have a heat that goes all the way. I usually take it about the one that's about 2/3 so that it fits onto it. That's going to help to spread the heat evenly. And you should never cook in this on high. You always want to use medium to low heat on this, because it heats so fast, and it holds the heat so well that to do it on high, it's going to burn. And that's why sometimes you find that it sticks when you use it, because you've got it too high. So make sure medium height is what you're using, low height is what you're using. I do all kinds of stir fries in this. I'll do my stir fried vegetables. I do my squash and onions in here. I make paella in here. I'll do I do seared tuna in here. And once again, I'll brush it with the oil. And then I'll put my oil and seasoning on my tuna steaks. And then I'll just heat it up so it's medium hot. And then I just drop it on there. And then I flip it over and it's done. It's just like that. So it doesn't have to stick. So those are a few tips and ideas on this. You can make an amazing blueberry biscuit with lemon glaze that you can do in this. Once again, brush your oil on the inside. Go ahead and put the your biscuits into it and then stick it in the oven and cook it that way. If you have your Chef Series cookware, you also can get the top that goes onto, I think it's the 3.5 quart casserole, one of them, and it fits perfectly on top of your pan, just like that. So now you have a glass cover. So I'll use this a lot of times if I'm doing some cauliflower rice, if I'm doing, like I said, my paella, if I'm cooking a stew that I want to fix in here, it works great for that. But I made a recipe super, super easy for you guys, and I want to share it with you because it is so good. I can't wait to dig into it. This is a apple ginger crumble. Okay. So what I did is I'll post the recipe so you guys can all have it. It takes ginger snaps, oatmeal, brown sugar, cinnamon, and butter. And you're going to cut it all up in your supersonic chopper. And you're going to make a kind of a topping, a crumble topping to go over the top. Then you're going to take your apples. I did about 5 Fuji apples. You want an apple that will hold a little bit of texture to it and that's not super, super sweet. Honeycrisp can work for this. I personally don't care to use Honeycrisp. I think it's too sweet with it too much sugar. So I like to use something that's a little more tart. I like to mix actually Granny Smith apples and Fuji or Granny Smith and Gala in mine when I'm doing it. So I did about 5. I put them in some lemon juice and water so they didn't turn brown while I was getting everything else together. Drained them. For mine, I actually used some dried cranberries, so craisins, because I like the tartness of craisins. So I used some of those. I put about 1/4 cup of those in with it also. It has the brown sugar in it. It has cornstarch in it to mix in there with it at the same time to give it a thickener so it gets thick. And then what I did is I sprinkled a little of the topping on the bottom. I poured the apples in top, and then I sprinkled the rest of the filling on top of it. And all of that brown sugar with the butter and the juices all seeped down, and it made this amazing caramel all the way around the top. And it's just so yummy. In fact, I haven't even had a chance because it was hot. So I'm going to pull a little bit of this out so you guys can see how yummy it is. Check that out, guys. So it's it's got caramel all over it. It's got those beautiful apples. See how beautiful they're cooked. It's got that nice topping. It's got the ginger topping. Oh, in my apples, I forgot. I also added, I make an apple spice blend, which is once again, those DIY spice blends are a great party idea that you can do. We call them make and takes, where they come and they make them and they take some home with them. And I have an apple pie spice blend. So you can do your pumpkin pie spice or you can do your apple pie, because you could do both of them and you could say, which are you, team apple, team pumpkin, and you can do it. But I'm going to take a taste. I'm going to eat some of this. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pass this off to my friend Kim, because she's going to talk to you about a strategy on how you can make sure that you are showing up every day in your business and growing your business. All right. So yay. Let me add that on there for her. Oops, nope, wrong one. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much.
Okay, you have heard a lot of information, right? And Marcia, thank you. I can't wait to try that recipe. It looks so delicious. It's making me hungry. So you heard a lot of information. And sometimes, do you ever get the feeling like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, so much to do, so much to do, and you get overwhelmed by it and you're like, and you just don't do anything. So we don't want that for you. We want huge successes out of Record Breaker. And you can even have huge successes going through the rest of September. So up here, I have this posting for success. And this is a sample, guys. Take a screenshot of it. Your business leader can share it with you. But when you're doing your business is an everyday thing. It's truly all about you. So what I have on here is Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. And it looks like a lot and it sounds like a lot, but just stay with me for a little bit, because I'm going to show you really there's no reason to be overwhelmed. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick an emotion, pick how you're going to feel about your posting. And all I did was choose every day, right? So Monday, my postings are going to all be about love. Tuesdays, it's going to be about faith. Wednesdays, I'm going to motivate with gratitude. Thursdays, I'm going to combine love and gratitude. Friday to me is a fun day. So it's all about sassy, even though my Fridays tend to go all over the place. Saturday, again, is love and gratitude. Saturdays are a super busy day for everybody. If you have kids, your kids are running in 18 different directions. And then Sundays, guys, Sundays are my days to take a chill, okay? Because I have busted butt all week long and I just need to take a break. So I'm going to show you how you're going to break this down. So, and every day is the same. So it doesn't get overwhelming. It looks like it, but once you start breaking it down, it totally does not break it down. And based off of what April and I could have done this together based off what she said and the focus, because focus is what it's about, guys. You're going to stay focused, but it's not going to take you 12 hours a day to do this. You're going to get into a rhythm of it and you're going to go, oh, I wish I would have done that already. And I'm going to say, if whatever you're doing right now is working for you, then don't change. Ramp it up a little, like April said, so you can have that big, huge paycheck at the end of the year and not be in debt for the holidays. So here you go. Here, Monday, you're going to pick a product. And guys, you're going to pick a product that you're going to focus on all week long. You're going to focus on the retro set, right? You're going to focus on that. Those are the things that your posts are going to be about, is that one product all week long. So Mondays, you're going to share the benefits and features of that product, right? And guys, the flyers and the posts, they're out there. Go take one and make it yours. On Tuesdays, using those products, you're going to share a recipe. And easy, go live for a minute or two. Even take a step farther, guys. Record a live. Save that recording, because you can use it multiple times. Because I'm going to tell you, and you guys have heard it, I'm going to reiterate it again. It takes 7 touch points to do something with somebody. So for somebody to make a purchase, they have to touch it 7 times. They have to have an emotional feeling about it. For example, when you go shopping at a store, when you pick up a shirt, you don't put it in your buggy and just pay for it right then and there. No, you look at it, you put it back. You shop around a bit, you come back and you go, oh, so cute. Put it back. Then you come back to it again like the 3rd time and you look at the price tag and you're going, oh, no way, I ain't paying that. No way. Put it back down. Then you come back like the 5th time and you look at it and, I can really afford that. it's 50% off. You hold it up to you. You got to like visualize yourself in it. And it's like, so you put it in your buggy because you're thinking about it still, but you're totally not there. So you walk around a little bit more, you look at the shirt and you finish up your shopping and you look at the shirt and you go, you know what? I want that. But you don't make a snap decision. Guys, people don't make snap decisions about buying our products either. You have to touch them a certain way. It has to feel right for them. So try it out. Make sure you're doing what you need to do so it feels right for them. So Wednesday, you're going to have your final post of your picked product for that week because remember, our weeks end on Wednesdays. And you're going to push with a sense of urgency, the sales ending type of post. So on Thursday, you're going to pick one more weekly product because you're focusing on the weekend, and that's going to be new. You're going to share a story on it, and you're going to post a flyer about it, guys. And you can read all of this and get the details. Friday, your one product post about engaging, you're going to make a game out of it. Saturday, that product post, you're going to share a picture of it in action or that live. It can be a post or an action shot. And then Sunday, you're going to do some sweet, silly kind of engaging, non-selling post. Okay. Now, premium product calls out. Here's another posting to do. Pick a premium product, the Stat Cooker that we talked about. You're going to post about that. That's going to be your whole week long is premium products. Pick that post, talk about it. Choose the Micro Pro Grill post. Choose the pressure cooker. Choose the chef series. But pick a premium product and talk about it. Remember, 7 points for somebody to buy something. Touch them with that. Go and the flyer has the product. It has its benefits and features. Then the flyer has its product. It has a recipe. It has a price. The product has its use in action. It's 7 times, guys. 7 times. Next, we have your action steps. And it's the same thing every single day. So it's your sales specials, or your purchase with purchase, something having to do with products. So thanking your customers, pick that day and thank all your customers for the products they purchased. On Tuesday, do your 24-hour countdown to all ending sales, party closing post, that sense of urgency. Wednesday, do something wow to include your favorite recipe recognition, having everyone share their favorite recipe. Oh my gosh, I cooked my salmon and my potatoes and my asparagus and my Stat Cooker. It took less than 15 minutes to have dinner done. Share it done. Put it on a plate and share it. And I always remind myself to take pictures because I'm so bad at it. Record it, share it. And then Thursday, again, post all new specials. On that Friday, post something sassy to engage people for the weekend. Saturday, do simple shout outs for people being their best selves. Change it up. And then Sunday, again, some kind of sweet, silly engagement post that's non-selling. Remember, guys, and we're going to do this some more, but you guys can take an hour once a week, like take an hour on Sunday nights, schedule all these to be posted. 90% of you already have all the products there and available to you, and all the flyers and all the samples, they're there. You just have to put them in order and post them. And this gives you an example of the type of idea that you can have for that post. So another thing you can bring in, so you're doing 7, is you can pick a day for facts. Just share facts. They can be non-Tupperware facts. They can be Tupperware facts. You can have National Day. One of my girls shares national. She's got National Ice Cream Day, National Pie Day, National Birthday Day. You can do, there's national, and just Google that stuff. There's National Everything Day. You can do a state day, like pick one state and focus on that. You can do a healthy day, like you can have healthy day and refer back to the salad on the go or eating healthy. You can do the recipe about your own salad dressings and things like that. But guys, if you stay focused and consistent, because consistency and persistency is going to get you huge wins. And having something in front of your face is going to make sure that you stay on schedule, and having it in front of your customers' faces is going to keep them focused to where you're doing, but it's going to be consistent enough that they're going to get in the habit of looking, and they're going to get in the habit of wanting to see what you're doing. So guys, we're going to share this with you. And I know Brooke is waiting for me to get off because she's got to go. So thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for just being on and being attentive. I hope you are still watching because I have a little bit of training to tell you guys how you can just take just a couple of dollars and you can have several $100s in return. And it's finding happy helpers. And you can see in the picture, and I have my happy helper bag. I have got these little bags. They're super easy, but we want you and not only to wait till the month of October, but go ahead now and make up these happy helper bags. So inside my bag, first of all, last week we had a deal at Hobby Lobby. You could get all your bags. They were like $10. They were 50% off, and it made them between 25, 30 cents depending on the colored bags that you had. And so I just went and bought a ton of them because I'm like, oh, that's so cheap because it's cheaper than $1.25 a tree. And so I got them. I did not make them real frou-frou this time because I wanted to keep the cost down for you guys. Now, I had these labels. These are Avery 5164. They're just shipping labels. I had them just stuck in there. And normally I put a little welcome letter, but I loved having something on the front. I can send you guys a template. And it just says, thank you for being a happy helper this month. Inside your special party bag is a catalog, sales flyer, order forms, and gifts. Please give one gift to everyone that places an order. No worries if you run out. You can always contact me for more. Please pass this bag around the office, church, or family gathering. I can't wait to help you earn a free Tupperware shopping spree. Get a free gift if you find a friend who would like to be a happy helper too. Then it has the consultant contact info so you can put your stuff there and the party pickup date because that's a really good reminder. Now, these keychains are on sale in the back office. I think you get 5 for $2. I bought several of these. This is what I'm giving. You also can use a smidget. That's something else that I give hostesses. And then I put just whistle straws and I put citrus peelers. Now I just put 6 or 7 in there because, you don't want to fill it with 20 items and then have a big cost to come back. Now, guys, 10 citrus peelers, that's $1.75. Okay, it makes them 17.5 cents a piece. The whistle straws, they're 20 for $2. That makes them 10 cents a piece, right? The catalog, and we put a catalog in here. The catalog's what, $1? The flyer and order forms, you can print those at home. You also can make a QR code if you're tech savvy, if you're not, print it off. Now, they can always call you for more. But it's great to put that in there. And the thing is, the cost breakdown, it's about $1 on the gift goodies, $1 on a catalog, and $1 on your printables. So just think about it. $3 could turn into $200. Now, I want you guys to listen. I want you guys to find some happy helpers. Now, you're not going to go around and say, hey, do you want to do a party? Because we have those friends that have the tendency of say, I don't want to do a party. But they could, they might want to help you. So they could be a helper. A lot of times our friends will help us if they know they're going to help us. So this is something that you could do, a mystery, and we're going to go to the Everyone Wins and just talk about this because you're going to use your happy helpers for that. And I'm going to slide that back. So Everyone Wins can be a mystery host where every single person wins. You can use this with your happy helper bags. You need either 4 or 8 participants to do the ones that I do. And you can split the rewards, the October rewards with the participants now. So I have made it too. The guys, these are completely things that you can do yourself. You don't have to do them this way. You can do different things. Our current host gift special, we can get up to 3 of those. Our lovely retro set that's amazing in our October sale flyer, guys, it's a limit of 1. And so I personally like less happy helpers. So I will do with 4 for 1 sheet, okay? Because it's easy to get 4 to do 250. Sometimes getting 8 to do 125 might be a little bit more difficult, depending on your friend list, okay? So I would probably do the 4, and you're going to do a copay of $15 for each. Now you're probably thinking, well, there's just a $30 copay. What is the rest? Well, I want to go ahead and get that tax and shipping. Now, for some reason, there's a little bit of overage. Utilize that for your gifts, maybe your game gifts that you're giving out. Now, the host bonuses at the bottom, the cast iron, the little stackable lunchbox, the thank you gift, the dating gift, probably what I would do, you could say first person that turns in gets your choice. Personally, I probably would say, bring me a happy helper, and you're going to be the first one. The first person that brings me a happy helper is going to get the choice of the host bonuses, guys, and the copays do apply. Same concept with the next one, except you have 8 gifts, you got your half price items, and you're just having 8 people collect $125. Now, guys, think about it. $250, and you can get these amazing sets that are way valued, way over $250, right? It's a pretty amazing thing. Now, I have people all the time will message me and say, what happens if the happy helper, if somebody just flakes out, they're ghosting me, what do I do? First of all, you can find somebody to replace them, okay? You're going to divide and if that doesn't work, you can divide the rewards and just where you're finished at, divide them out amongst the 3. Now, if you didn't make it, how many of you guys have Tupperware sitting at your house? Okay, you can put them together some gifts that way too. So there's always an opportunity, and you want to get as many happy helpers as you can. And I would start out this week. Let's go ahead and get some happy helpers out. And you want to front load that first month of October, but go ahead and let's put that QR code. Let them shop the Big T tumbler. Let them shop all these online exclusives. They don't have to wait until October. You just have to close those parties in October. But anyways, I hope that was helpful. Guys, I want to challenge you to get as many happy helpers. Wouldn't it be amazing if you got 4 happy helpers the entire week of October? Think about that. That's $4,000. You just scored a $400 personal sales volume bonus just for passing these back. That's $3 could turn into a lot of money for you guys. Okay, thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Brooke. Go get those kids. We don't want them standing on the side of the road. So guys, we are coming to an end here of our amazing training that we've offered for you. I want to know right now in the comments, what is something that you heard today that you're excited about? What is something that you're going to do to step outside your comfort zone and try something new? So maybe, you learned some great tips on host coaching. Maybe you're so excited about the strategy for how easy it is to plan your posting for the week that you heard. Maybe you learned a little bit more about your cast iron cookware that you're going to start to use and talk about, so that you can get your host excited about booking with you. And maybe you're excited about all those people that you asked to have a party that say they can't have a party, but maybe they'd be a happy helper. You see, guys, when you want to make something happen, you can do it. It's all up to you. So I'm going to bring my friends back up here with me because like we said, Brooke had to take those kids off to pick them up at school. And we want you to guys hit the ground running. We want you to smash your records in October. And it starts right now today, right? With that Big T launch. And you're going to want to continue to promote that. How many of you already have sold some Big T's? Put it in the comment. There's a great video you can be sharing. There's some great training tips on it, some great why you need it, what ours does that others doesn't do. You need to be sending some special messages, personal messages to people and using that as well. And what are some, Kim, what are you doing to promote the Big T?
I'm going to do a live video later and post it on my page, drinking outside with the dog.
Yeah, because you don't have to just be talking about something. You can actually just be using something, right?
Yeah,
how about you,
absolutely.
April? I know you've got someone that's in the bed. Maybe that's what you're going to do with yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a husband that had a procedure today, so maybe I'm going to go take a picture of this beside his bed sleeping. Like, he's going to have cold water whenever he wakes up.
That's right. So everybody, there's no reason we can't all be out there promoting the Big T. And Kim gave you a template. We're going to post all these for you guys to create your daily posting schedule and get started with that tomorrow, doing that. And the key here is we want to challenge you all to get started on making that paycheck you want to make, that $2,000 to $5,000 paycheck you want by the end of this year. And it starts today. It starts right now by getting 2 to 4 parties dated into the next 10 days. That's, one party this week, one party next week. Get those parties in there and you're on the way. And then keep dating those parties. Maybe you're going to have to ask 10. Maybe you're going to have to ask 20. You might have to ask 50 people to get that, but you want to start October 26th with 10 or more parties already scheduled, because that way you're guaranteed that you're going to hold at least 2 a week and you're going to make at least $5,000 in sales, and you're going to have a great paycheck to carry you forward to the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. So we're ready to send you all off to get busy working. And we want to thank you all for being here with us. Be sure to drop in the comments the things you're excited about, what you're going to do. You know what we're doing on. Take our way on out of here.
Thanks for being here, guys.
We are tough.